What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kai, and I am back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Kai and you are tuning into my YouTube channel. It must be Kai. Definitely go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button before we get right into this video, where I'm going to be sharing 5 tips with y'all on how to prevent excess shedding. So if you've encountered this problem with your natural hair and you want to learn some tips and things that I do, definitely stay tuned. Alright, y'all, so you already know when I come on here and do tip videos, they're gonna be quick, okay? I'm getting straight to the point. We don't sugarcoat, we don't beat around the bush, we don't do none of that. I'm gonna get straight to the point on the 5 tips that I have to prevent shedding, okay? So, real quick, we all know that our natural hair is going to shed. It's gonna shed, okay? It's gonna do it. But I'm gonna be telling y'all tips to prevent excess shedding. So then you could be mindful of some of the things that you might be doing that might be causing your own shedding, okay? That might be causing your own excess shedding. I understand that sometimes shedding might be due to stress or hormones. I don't have anything for that. That is what it is, okay? But I'm here to just tell y'all the basics on how to prevent shedding just by day-to-day things that you can start doing and things that you need to stop doing, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into number 1. All right, y'all, so number 1 on the list is this one is for everything that I'm about to name, okay? This one is very important. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all first, so y'all can keep this in mind as we go through the rest of them, okay? As we go through the next 4, y'all keep this in mind. So number 1 is going to be gentle. Be gentle. And we all know that sometimes we do not be gentle with our hair. When we are tired of messing with our hair, when we're tired of doing it, when we're ready for the style to be over with, when we just ready to get it done, or when we tired of working with it, when our arms are burning, we stop being gentle with our hair. We start being rougher with our hair to try to get through it quicker. But let me tell you something. You are causing a ton of shedding and breakage when you are not being gentle with your hair, okay? Like, our hair is fragile. Okay, straight up. Like, yeah, it's bendable, it's breakable. Okay, you can strengthen your hair as much as you want and as much as you can with the right products. However, our hair is fragile. Like, if you doing the most to it or not being gentle with it or just pulling at it, tugging at it, just doing anything any kind of way with it, it's going to break, and that's also going to cause shedding, okay? Because shedding is from our root, breaking is from our ends, okay? And if it's breaking from the root, Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. But shedding is from our roots. So if you are messing with your hair constantly and you're pulling things too tight, or you're yanking your hair, or you're adding too much tension to it, and you're not loving on it, you're not being gentle with your hair. You have to be gentle with it in order for it to grow, because otherwise, baby, you is stunting your growth and you are thinning out your own hair, okay? That's just what's gonna happen. You need to be gentle at all times with your natural hair if you want to stop the shedding. And even when you don't think, oh, I'm not being harsh with my natural hair, just record yourself doing your natural hair. And I want you to watch it back. And honestly, because sometimes we just need to see ourselves, because sometimes we just go through and we just do our hair, I'm just doing my hair day to day. But baby, record yourself one day, okay? From any angle at any point in time, just doing a section of your hair. And you gonna know whether or not you being gentle or too rough, okay? Because either you gonna do it and be rough, or you're gonna try not to be as rough because you doing it for the camera, because you watching yourself do it, okay? You get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. That's just another little tip and a tip and a tip, where a way that you can tell whether or not you being too rough on your hair. So that goes with washing too. Like, when you're washing your hair, there's no need for you to scrub your scalp that hard. You don't need to scrub your scalp that hard, okay? It's not paint we trying to get off our scalp, okay? We're just trying to get some dirt off of it, some little buildup off of it. You do not need to scrub your hair that hard, all right? I know in some videos, when you watch girls do their natural hair, you thinking, oh, they scrubbing their hair real hard. I promise you, we are not. It just looks like it because we strong, all right? That's all. But be gentle. When you're washing your hair, be gentle. There's no need to scrub your scalp that hard or with your nails. You're gonna cause shedding because you're destroying the root, okay? You're not being gentle with your scalp, all right? So That's just why this is my number one. Be gentle with your natural hair, root to tip, tip to root. Be gentle with it. So that's gonna bring me right into number 2. Number 2 is gonna be detangle from tip to root. Okay, straight up, detangle from tip to root. If you are detangling starting up here, if you take your hair and you do like this and comb it all the way down, you're causing shedding. You're causing shedding. Okay, because this, you need to detangle this out first. You need to go from tip to root. I know some of us, like, sometimes it's just natural to just grab it and just start detangling it from up here. No, you need to start from the ends. Start from the ends, because you're going to detangle and unravel, so then you can just bring it down, and that decreases your shedding by a ton. Because you start up here, you're already ripping it out and ripping that root out already. So then as you brushing down, as you getting down to the bottom, you're gonna be like, dang, my hair was really tangly in this section and I got a lot of hair in this brush. It should not be that much hair. It should not be that much hair. Okay, so just make sure that you're detangling from tip to root. I know that sounds weird, because like the saying is from root to tip. Everybody know that the saying is from root to tip. However, we need to detangle from tip to root. All right, do not forget that, because you will see a huge difference if you're just paying attention to the way that you detangling your hair. 1, with being gentle, and 2, doing it from tip all the way to the root. I guarantee you're gonna see less shedding. Okay, mark my words, because I don't know, I know root to tip is a saying, but I was like, let me come on here and tell the girlies that it is tip to root. Okay, start from the ends, be gentle, and work your way up, so that you're not ripping the hair out from the root and then bringing it down and then you seeing a ton of it in the brush. That's not how it works. Okay, don't do it. So let's go ahead. I hope y'all are keeping up, because y'all know how I am. Let's go ahead and get into number 3. So number 3 is going to be keep your hair moisturized. Moisturize your hair at all times. Like I said, shedding is from the root, breakage is from the tip. So if your hair is breaking, you're gonna notice smaller pieces coming off. That's breakage. You're gonna notice that it's just gonna end, like it's just gonna like chop, like it's gonna be really choppy. It's gonna look like somebody hacked it. That's breakage. But shedding is when you detangle your hair twice a week or once a week and you just got a whole lot of hair, because our hair is gonna shed naturally. That's normal. Our hair is going to shed naturally. Believe it or not, my hair sheds more if I've had like a stressful time period that I'm going through. I will get more shedding, or when it's my time of the month, I will get some more shedding than normal, but then it will go back to normal, okay? Because you have highs and lows. However, but if every time that you are detangling your hair, you are getting a lot of hair out, your hair is shedding excessively, and we cannot continue to do that. So you do need to take more protective measures, especially when it comes to moisturizing your natural hair. Make sure that your hair is moisturized at all times. Give your hair a break. All right, give it a break. Let it relax, let it chill. Okay, so when it comes to our natural hair, keep it moisturized. My hair looks moisturized now. My hair is always gonna be moisturized, even in the roots. So my hair is always moisturized. So that is going to be my number 3. Definitely keep your natural hair moisturized at all time, because natural hair is naturally dry. Okay, it's naturally dry, so we have to do what we can to moisturize it. As you can see with my own hair, the humidity got to it, so I'm gonna like define this some more because it is a little frizzy. But shoot, for the most part, as long as my hair is moisturized, your girl is happy. So let's go ahead and get into number 4. All right, y'all, so just like I was talking about our roots, we're also going to make sure to seal our ends, okay? So when I say seal your ends, this is also something that is going into breakage and shedding. I just decided to include this one because this one is very important. As much as we are trying to keep our hair moisturized, just the actual hair shaft, because we don't want it to break up here or shed up here or in the center or in the ends. So just make sure that you're moisturizing your hair and sealing those ends. My ends get the most moisture out of my entire head, okay? They do. They really do. I really make sure that I take time to moisturize my ends, because our hair, the ends of our hair is the oldest part of our hair. Like at one point, this was coming out of our scalp. Like, can you believe that? Well, like when you really think about that, there was a point where this end piece came out of your scalp. It's like it wasn't always the end. Like it sprouted from right here and it just got longer and longer and longer. So the idea of that is really, really cool to me. Like I think that's dope. Like to be like, wow, at one point in time when I was like first going natural, ain't no telling how old this hair at the end is. There is no telling how old this is. Like this hair could have came out of my scalp probably like 7 Christmases ago. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you need to make sure that you are moisturizing with your products and making sure that you are sealing the ends. Just making sure that you're really getting true moisturizing products, because we're trying to retain length at all times. We want our hair to grow. We don't want any shedding, breaking, none of that, okay? So just make sure, my number 4 is a big one, seal your ends. Make sure your ends are getting a lot of love and a lot of moisture, because these will break off. This hair is very, very old. This hair right here is real old. Unless you have cut your hair off and it has grown back and you know how old this end is, I cannot tell you how old this is. Okay? I can't tell you. Straight up. So, let's go ahead and get right into number 5. All right, y'all. So, number 5 is going to be scalp health. Make sure that you are keeping your scalp healthy. Don't go a long period of time without washing or shampooing your hair. Make sure that you're getting the buildup off of your scalp. I know there's a trend or something going around saying that a dirty scalp, your hair will grow faster. And I'm just like, I do not think that's true. Okay. I feel like when your scalp is dirty, you're like, oh, my hair grows faster when my hair is dirty. No, it's just because you haven't seen it in a long time, or you haven't touched it in a long time, or you haven't dealt with it in a long time. You see what I'm saying? So and I primarily see it with people who have like braid downs for wigs, and they're like, my hair grows faster when it's dirty. Or they have braids and they're like, my hair grows faster when it's dirty. It's just because you're not messing with your hair for a long period of time. So by the time you revisit it and you have an extra inch, an extra centimeter, an extra couple centimeters, an extra couple inches, you thinking my hair grows faster when it's dirty, because when I'm constantly messing with it, or when I'm constantly wearing my hair or something like that, I don't see growth. It's just a mind thing. It's basically because you have not touched your hair, you haven't messed with your hair, you haven't, done anything to your hair, so you're thinking, oh, it grew faster. So please do not think that a dirty scalp is a good scalp and it makes your hair grow faster. Your hair is going to grow when it's going to grow. Okay, we're not doing that. So scalp health is very, very important. That's why it is my number 5, and that's why this is on my it got to be on my top. Your scalp has to be healthy. Okay, we need a healthy scalp at all times, because this is where the hair starts. This is where it starts at. All right. Don't do too many cleansers, because you do not want to strip your scalp of its natural oils and moisture, because we already secrete natural oils. Okay, we already secrete the things that we need. If you need to add a little more because your scalp might be chronically dry, then add some more. But y'all know me, I really do not just from week to week put oil droplets in my scalp. I choose to let my natural body oils and the natural things that come out of me oil my scalp, okay, and the natural hair products I have. Because if I open any part of my hair right now, you're not going to see dry, flaky scalp. It's going to be moisturized, because I choose to let it naturally moisturize itself. Do not use too many oil products. Do not use heavy products on your scalp constantly. That's too much. It's way too much. It's an overload. Let your scalp do its thing. If you need to add a little sprinkle, a little extra more, go ahead and do that. But do not overload your scalp with oils and butters and all of whatever's out right now, okay? Because I know everything is a trend. But do not overload your scalp with too much, because always remember, always keep in mind, I think that's why I don't put anything on my scalp, because I'm already knowing and like aware that my body is secreting oils. Just like our face get oily, our scalp get oily. So imagine your face getting oily. Like imagine you out for the day, right? And your face naturally get oily. You get oily in your T-zone. So that's happened. Imagine your face getting oily, and then you grab some oil and put it on your face to moisturize it. It already got oil on it. that naturally already came out of our skin, out of our face. You get what I'm saying? So definitely keep that in mind when it comes to your scalp, because it's doing the same thing. Unless you are chronically dry, I don't know from person to person if that's more of a dermatology thing. But I know for me, just like how my face get oily, my scalp secretes the same oil. So my hair is perfectly fine, okay? I choose not to add more to it unless I have a protective style or something like that in. Then I will add some more moisture to it. I choose moisturizer too over oils, and then from time to time I will do a hot oil treatment. Okay, you see, there's a balance. It got to be a balance, at least with me it is. Okay, so that is my number 5, scalp health. Making sure that your scalp is healthy, and that's going to prevent the shedding and the breakage that is going to be happening to your hair, because like I said, our hair is naturally dry. So we do need to put moisture in it. We do need to make sure we have a healthy scalp, and we're not rubbing too hard. We're not stressing our scalp. We're not pulling too much, having too much tension. So let's go over this list again. Number 1, be gentle. Be gentle. Do not be too harsh or too hard on your hair. Do not be too strong with your natural hair, okay? Number 2, detangle from tip to root. I know root to tip sounds better, but we detangle from tip to root. Number 3 is to keep your hair moisturized, and I'm talking about the hair shaft, okay? That's definitely going to prevent a good amount of your shedding. And number 4 is to seal your ends, because with us detangling and this being the oldest part of our hair, ain't no telling when this came out your scalp. So show us some love, because this is your elder. This is your elder right here. Okay, love it, treat it right, make sure you moisturize it, do not break it off because it's fragile. All right, and then number 5, make sure that you're paying attention to your scalp health. Okay, so these are the top 5 things that I recommend doing and being aware of when it comes to preventing excess shedding, okay, and excessive shedding. These are the things that I recommend. So if you have any more tips, anything, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. And y'all, I have been thinking about doing a Q&A. I really want to do that for my next video. So y'all comment some questions down below that y'all want me to answer in the next video, which is going to be my Q&A. Because baby, if I don't get enough questions, like if I get like 2 questions, I can't do a video. Okay? I can't do a video if y'all just ask me 2 questions. So y'all comment down below and some questions that you would like for me to answer in the next video, which is going to be a Q&A. But I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video.